Hello guys, welcome to another video of Crop Botany course. In this video we're going to learn about the plant taxonomy and economic botany. And in this video we're going to learn about these contents such as botany, what is plant, what is crop, economic botany, plant taxonomy, units of taxonomy, components of plant taxonomy, importance of plant taxonomy, branches of botany. Then we will also learn details of root, stem, leaf, flower, fruit, and the last part is economic botany. So let's get started. First one is botany. So what is botany? The term botany comes from the ancient Greek word botan, meaning pasture, grass, or fodder. Botany is the branch of biological science which deals with the study of plants, including their classification, structure, physiology, ecology, and economic importance. The scientific study of plant is known as botany. Then plant. What is plant? Plants are multicellular organisms in the kingdom of Plantae that use photosynthesis to make their own food. There are over 3 lakh species of plants. Common examples of plants include grasses, trees, and shrubs. Plants is a biochemical machine which converts a solar energy to chemical energy. Plants are mainly multicellular, predominantly photosynthetic eukaryotes of the kingdom. Then crop. Crop is a cultivated plant that is grown as food, especially a grain, fruit, or vegetable. A crop is a plant that can be grown and harvested extensively for profit or subsistence. The total amount of plant material that can be harvested in a specified area at a given time. Then economic botany. Economic botany is the branches of botany which deals with the economically important plants with their uses. Plant taxonomy. Plant taxonomy comes from two Greek words. Taxis means arrangement and nomos means names. Taxonomy is the branch of botany which deals with the identifying, classifying, describing, and naming of plants. Plant taxonomy is the science that finds, identifies, describes, classifies, and names of plants. The scientific system of classification divides all living things into groups called taxa, singular taxon. Plants are in kingdom of Plantae. Unit of taxonomy, taxon, plural taxa, a taxonomic group of any rank. Here is the plant taxonomy deals with collection and preservation of plant sample specimen, description of sample, identification of plant specimen, nomenclature, classification. Here you can see the history of plant taxonomy. Pre-literate, ancient literate. Ancient literate Theophrastus considered as the father of botany. Medieval or dark ages, Ibn Sina, canon of medicine. Renaissance, Carolus Linnaeus considered as the father of plant taxonomy. Systema Naturae, Genera Plantarum, Species Plantarum. These are the creation of Carolus Linnaeus. Then theory of evolution. Charles Darwin on the origin of species provide the theory of evolution. Here are the branches of taxonomy such as alpha taxonomy, beta taxonomy, and omega taxonomy. Alpha taxonomy. Alpha taxonomy refers to the more traditional method of classification, refers to the more recent experimental method. And omega taxonomy analysis and synthesis of all information and types of data to develop classification systems based on phylogenetic relationships. So what is phylogenetic relationships? It refers to the evolutionary history and relationships among or within groups of organisms. So these are the branches of taxonomy. Then principles of taxonomy. Taxa should be established only on the basis of multiple correlation of distinguishing characters. Taxonomic importance of the characters be determined on the basis of its correlation with other characters. Then following are the units of taxonomy, such as kingdom, division, class, order, family, genus, and species. Taxonomic ranks and mode of ending. Ranks such as class, order, division, class, order, family, genus, species. And ending, division ending phyta, class ending sida, order ending else, family ending ac, genus ending noun such as Mongolia, and species depends, such as division Magnoliophyta, class Magnoliospida, order Magnoliales, and family Magnoliaceae, noun Magnolia, and species Magnolia grandiflora. Then importance of plant taxonomy. Taxonomy aims to classify living creatures. Taxonomy helps to ascertain the number of living species on the earth. Taxonomy helps in getting an idea of what type of characters are present in the plant. Taxonomy gives an idea's level of physical development, gives an idea of local fauna and flora. Then basic components of plant taxonomy, such as identification. Identification means the determination of similarities or dissimilarities between the two elements. Then classification, the arrangement of specimen according to artificial criteria, phonetic similarities, or phylogenetic relationships. Then description. Description, the orderly recording of maximum possible characters of a taxon individual plant part, or object. The nomenclature, a simple system under which the individual taxonomic groups of plants are scientifically named. Nomenclature. Here we can see the classification, the arrangement of plants into groups and subgroups on the basis of similarities, called classification. System of classification such as artificial system, natural system, phylogenetic system, and Bentham and Hooker classification. Nomenclature. Nomenclature of plant. Nomenclature may be defined as the system of naming objects, particularly those of biological origin. Botanical nomenclature is about naming plants. Type of plant nomenclature, polynomial, such as polynomial system and binomial system. There are two types, polynomial and binomial. Polynomial. During early 18th century, taxonomists named plants which composed of several words or names giving on brief description of plants. Example, Plantoga foliis, Ovatis glabris, etc. And binomial system, and the system of nomenclature in which two terms are used to denote a species, the first one indicating the genus and the second specific epithet. Here you can see the binomial nomenclature. Each species has a two-part name. Scientific name for rice is Oryza sativa. The first part of binomial is the genus name, such as Oryza is the genus of rice, and the second part of binomial is the species name, such as specific epithet sativa. Sativa is the specifies name of rice. Scientific names are always italicized and either italicized or underlined, and the first letter of only the genus name is capitalized. The author's name must be cited after name. Then advantages of binomial nomenclature. More definite and precise than polynomial nomenclature. They have a universal acceptance. Binomial names are usually descriptive. They are more independent, more comprehensible, and easier to remember than long description. Then scientific names are used to avoid confusion concerning the names of plants. Scientific names of plants are expressed in Latin because it is an international language and was used by early scholars to express plant names. Then Latin names of plants are italicized because it is conventional to italicize words and phrases that are expressed in a different language. International Botanical Congress (IBC). IBC is a large-scale meeting of botanists from all over the world which is authorized by the International Association of Botanical and Mycological Societies (IABMS). Congresses are held every 6 years with the venue circulating around the world. Alphonse de Candolle convened the first congress, which was held in 1867 in Paris, and latest was held in Shenzhen, China, starting on 23rd July 2017. Then ICBN, the rules developed by IBC listed formally in a code called International Code of Botanical Nomenclature, which is ICBN. The main aim of ICBN is that each taxon or taxonomic group of plants has only one correct botanical name and that is accepted through the world. In 13th International Botanical Congress, ICBN is divided into 3 main parts: principles, rules, and recommendations. Then principles of ICBN. Principle 1. Botanical nomenclature is independent of zoological nomenclature. Then principle 2. The application of names of taxonomic groups is determined by names of nomenclature types. Then principle 3. The nomenclature of a taxonomic group is based upon priority of publication. Principle 4. Each taxonomic group can bear only one correct name. Principle 5. Scientific names of taxonomic groups are treated as Latin regardless of their derivation. Principle 6. The rules of nomenclature are retroactive unless expressly limited. It means that anyone proposing a change in the code needs to consider the effect that the proposed change will have on names published in a wide range of literature and over a considerable period of time. Then ICNCP, International Code of Nomenclature for Cultivated Plants. ICNCP Cultivated Plant Code regulates the names of cultivated plants. Taxonomic evidence. It consists of the characters used in the phylogenetic analysis upon which plant classification are based. It includes characters used in describing pattern of species or below the species level. Taxonomic evidence can be gathered from a wide variety of sources from all parts of a plant during all stages of its development. Conserved family, such as Gramineae, new name Poaceae, Crucifera, new name Brassicaceae, Leguminaceae, new name Fabaceae, Umbelliferae, new name Apiaceae, Compositae, new name Asteraceae, Labiatae, new name Lamiaceae, then Palmae, Ericaceae, then Guttiferae, Cruciaceae. So these are the conserved family: old name, new name, and generic holotype. Then here are some branches of botany, such as plant taxonomy. Plant taxonomy means study of classification and naming of plants. Plant systemics, study of classification and naming of plants and related subject. Cytology, study of cell structure, chromosome number. Plant ecology, study of role and function of plants in the environment. Plant morphology, study of structure of plants. Plant physiology, study of life functions of plants. Pomology, study of fruit and nuts. Forestry, study of forest management and related studies. Horticulture, study of cultivation, garden plants. Economic botany, study of plants of economic use or value. Plant genetics, study of genetic inheritance in plants. Then agronomy, study of application of plant science to crop production. Biotechnology, study of use of plants to synthesize products. Micropropagation, study of rapid propagation of plants using cell and tissue culture. Plant breeding, study of breeding of plants with desirable genetic characters. Plant pathology or phytopathology, study of plant diseases. Then plant propagation, study of propagation of plants from seed, bulbs, tubers, cuttings and grafting. Then paleobotany, study of fossils, plants and plant evolution. Then palynology, study of pollen and spores. Plant biochemistry, study of chemical process of primary and secondary metabolism. Phenology, study of timing of germination, flowering and fruiting. Plant anatomy, study of structure of plant cells and tissues. Then plant evolutionary developmental biology, study of plant development from an evolutionary perspective. So this is all basic about the plant taxonomy and economic botany, and lots of branches of botany. So that's all for today. See you in the next video. Thanks for watching.